The 1-20-80 trap. What's the best blood pressure for seniors? The real truth. Hello, I am Dr. David. With over 40 years of experience in medicine, specifically in geriatrics, I have witnessed a heartbreaking paradox unfolding every day. Millions of people over the age of 70 wake up, take their blood pressure medication, and smile with pride at that perfect 1-20-80 reading on their monitor. But why is it that these very people with perfect numbers are often exhausted before noon? Why do they suffer from brain fog, feel the need to grab the wall when they stand up? And why is the rate of falls leading to hip fractures so high among the elderly? The answer might shock you. That 1-20-80 benchmark you've been chasing could be the most dangerous trap for a body at age 70. Today, I am going to break down a truth that most 15-minute hospital appointments simply don't have time to tell you. Before we dive into these medical secrets that could save your life, please take a second to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Together, we are building a community hungry for honest medical truth so we can master aging with pride. Don't forget to leave a comment. I want to know the truth about blood pressure right below. Most of my patients believe 120/80 is the golden number, but in reality, it is primarily based on research conducted on middle-aged individuals, 40 to 50 years old, whose cardiovascular systems are still operating close to their factory settings. Medicine has made a mistake by applying the standards of a 45-year-old to an 80-year-old. A body that has been functioning for 70 or 80 years requires different rules due to 3 mandatory biological shifts. First is arterial stiffness. Imagine young blood vessels like a brand new rubber band with great elasticity. At age 70, they are like an old rubber band found at the back of a drawer, stiff and brittle. To push blood through these stiff pipes, the heart must generate higher pressure. Second is the slowdown of baroreceptor response. These are the pressure sensors in your vessels that adjust your blood pressure instantly when you stand up. At 70, they become sluggish. Third is cerebral autoregulation. An older brain requires a higher minimum pressure to function. If you force blood pressure too low, below 120, your brain is essentially being starved of oxygen quietly. Research from the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, on adults over 75 has overturned every assumption. The group with the best health outcomes and sharpest minds was not the 120 group, but rather those whose systolic pressure ranged between 130 and 145 millimeters of mercury. Based on scientific evidence, the new reference frame for ages 65 to 74 should be 130 to 140. For ages 75 to 84, it is 135 to 145, and for those 85 or older, 140 to 150 may be the safest. Aggressively treating blood pressure to below 120 in people over 75 increases the risk of serious falls and fractures by 28%. At 78, a fall is rarely just a bruise. It is often the start of a cascade of complications leading to death. Think of your brain like a fuel tank. It accounts for only 2% of your weight, but consumes 20% of your body's energy. When your baseline pressure is forced too low, every time you stand up, your brain enters a fuel shortage for about 5 to 10 seconds. That is when your vision darkens or you feel unsteady. If this happens daily, it leads to permanent cognitive decline and persistent brain fog. To find out if your medication is currently hurting you, you must perform the orthostatic blood pressure test at home today. First, sit quietly for 5 minutes and take your blood pressure while seated. Write down the systolic number, the top one. Then stand up. Stand as you normally would in daily life. Immediately take your blood pressure again within 1 minute of standing. If your systolic number drops by more than 20 points, for example, from 130 down to 105, you are suffering from orthostatic hypotension. This is vital data you must bring to your doctor immediately. Don't go to the clinic and just say, "I feel tired." Ask your doctor 3 golden questions. First, for my specific age, what is the evidence-based systolic target range we are working toward? Second, I tested my orthostatic blood pressure at home, and it drops X points when I stand. Should we adjust my dosage to prevent fall risks? Third, could my symptoms of brain fog and morning dizziness be because my blood pressure is being pushed lower than what my brain requires? In medicine, perfect on paper is sometimes dangerous in reality. Don't let yourself become a victim of cookie-cutter numbers. If you found this helpful, Please like and share this with your friends over 65. Remember to check your standing blood pressure tomorrow morning and let me know your results in the comments. Subscribe so you don't miss more geriatric health secrets. I am Dr. David. Thank you for listening. And please protect your most precious gift, your safety and your life.